Hello everyone, welcome to Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial would be discussed in this session. So let's get started. Today is 9th of October. The first topic is Tata wins back Air India bid. Second, Nobel Peace Prize for 2021. Third, RBI set to stop GSAP operations. Second last, Air Quality Commission expect reduced stubble burning. And the last is infusion public health into Indian medical education. So this is an editorial from the Hindu. Apart from this, there would be some MCQ questions, and these questions would be based on current affairs that will help you in the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further ado, let's get started. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. And we have launched UPSC CSE Prelims Test Series 2022. This is a initiative where you'll be getting 60 high quality tests which will help you to prepare yourself for the upcoming prelims examination. I have provided a link in the description down below. Do check it out and register yourself. So starting with the first news, that is Tata wins back Air India bid, something which is important for General Studies paper 2, government policies and intervention and development of the various sectors. So the Tata Group, India's largest conglomerate, was recently named as a winning bidder for the Air India. As you know, Air India was actually being held by the Tata Group. They have given it to a government of India. We'll see the history also. First, let's understand what is this news talking about. तो जो bidding की process की थी government of India ने, उसमें Tata Group ने win किया है for the bidding of Air India. So Air India would be returning to the founder, which is the Tata Group, nearly 7 decades after. तो 68 year के बाद ऐसा मौका होगा कि जब Tata Group वापस से Air India को acquire करेगी. And lot of effort was made against this private company which was heavily debt laden. And the Tata Group originally founded in 1932, and before it was taken by the government in 1953. So we have a complete chronology of how the things actually function. So बात करें पूरी history की, background की. So in 1932, the JRD Tata pilots Tata Airlines inaugurated flight from Karachi to Bombay. उसके बाद 1946 में जो Tata Airline है, they have become a public company and it was renamed as Air India Limited. In 1948, Government of India acquired 49% of the stake in this carrier. So this was a time when actual Government of India has come into picture. उसके बाद 1953 में Government of India ने इसको पूरी तरह से nationalize किया. In 2007, Air India merged with the Indian Airlines that operated only domestic routes. In 2012, government has approved 30,000 crore rupees bailout for Air India, out of which 67,000 crore were there in debt. उसके बाद May 2018, government attempts to sell 76% of its stakes in Air India and attract the bidders. उसके बाद January 2020, so latest government launches a second attempt, this time to offer 100% stake of Air India. And these 100% stake is something which is very important. Why? Because any company, they would be coming into picture, they have to work from bottom, from scratch, and they have to ensure that at the same time that the airline is making profit and the employees who are employed in the Air India is also making a substantial contribution, right? And in October 2020, Government of India confirmed Tata Sons subsidiary Thales Private Limited as a winning bidder. So this is all about a brief background on how things actually work. Now Tata stakes की अगर बात करें इंडिया में, Tata Sons has won 100% stakes in Air India as well as 100% international low arm Air India Express में. तो दोनों में अब टाटा के पास 100% की स्टेक होगी, right? And it will own 50% in the ground handling ventures and Air India SATs, right? Apart from 141 aircraft, जो एक्सेस है नेटवर्क की पूरी, that is 173 destination they are covering, including 55 international destinations. तो टाटा सन will also have a ownership of brand. Air India की 3 ब्रांड है, एक तो Air India है, दूसरी है Indian Airlines and the other is Maharaja. So there are 3 iconic brand within Air India. Now Tata Sons की बात करें, Tata Sun has won 84% of the share in Air Asia, which was making a market share of 5.2. इससे पहले भी Air Asia में की coverage है. Then we have 51% stake in Vistara. आपको पता होगा, most of you must be aware that Tata has invested in Vistara also. और उसकी जो market share है that is 8.3%. Together with Air India market, this is 13.2%. And Tata could be control of 26.7% market share, the second largest bigger player of the Indigo. Now moving to the other news, that is Nobel Peace Prize 2021. This time Nobel Peace Prize is important because the winner have got the Nobel Peace Prize for the fight for the press freedom. And as you know, press freedom was a lot more debated topic in India. So something it's important for General Studies paper 2, important aspect of governance, transparency, accountability and e-governance. So two prominent journalists have won the Nobel Peace Prize for their fight for the freedom of expression in the countries where reporters have faced persistent attack, harassment and even murder. If you quote one example, India would be named under this, right? So in India also, we do not have a very good performance in terms of press freedom index. Let me know who releases the press freedom index if you know in the comment section down below. So though important prominent journalists हैं, one is Maria Reza, this is from Philippines, and other is Dmitry Muratov, he's from Russia. So these two names are important. If not asked in civil services prelims examination, this would be something which is important for many other competitive examination. Now, the committee has stressed a free, independent and a fact-based journalism to protect against the abuse of power, lies and war propaganda. ऐसी कोई भी countries इन तीनों चीज पे किया होगा, power पे, lies पे and war propaganda पे. So they have stressed upon that. They have find some important finding with regards to this. And further, they stated that the freedom of expression and freedom of information is quite crucial and prerequisite for democracy, protections against war and conflict, right? For a democratic setup, the freedom of press, the freedom of individual is something which is very important. Now we have 6 categories in the Nobel Prize. Most of you must be aware of this. If not, just have a look of this infograph. The first is the medicine. We have literature, we have peace prize, economic sciences, physics and chemistry. So these are the 6 categories upon which the Nobel Prize is being conferred. And you can see this is the number which is quoted, among which how many winner for time being has been there, right? So among them, the highest is from literature, after which we have from chemistry, medicine, then physics, peace and economics. So the physics would be the number 1. So this number 1, then we have literature number 2, and we have chemistry number 3, medicine number 4, peace number 5, and the economic sciences would be the number 6, right? Now, winners of the Nobel Prize by the continent, if you go, Europe has the maximum number of winner by the Nobel Prize, that is 52%. Then we have North America, Asia 7%. So this Asia include India as well. Then 3% from Africa, 3% from Oceania, and 1% from South America, right? So this is about the winners as per their continent. Now RBI is set to stop GSAP operations, something which is important for General Studies paper 2, Indian economy and issue related to planning, mobilization, growth, resources and development. So RBI ने जो GSAC operations हैं उसको stop किया. They have launched basically GSAC program to address the concern of financial market liquidity outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. और सेंट्रल बैंक ने आउटलाइन किया है कुछ ऐसे मेजर्स को दैट वुड बी कैलिब्रेटिंग दैट ड्रेन आउट ऑफ सरप्लस लिक्विडिटी इन द बैंकिंग सेक्टर विद इन्हांस्ड वाइवल रिजर्व, जो रिवर्स रेपो रेट्स है या फिर जो आप बोल सकते हो वाइवल रिवर्स रेपो, जिसको शॉर्ट में VRRR भी कहते हैं, टू इन्हांस the 14-day auction would be there, suspended the GSAP, Government Security Acquisition Program, right? So GSAP program को suspend की जाएगी and they would be coming up with the VRRR. Now the RBI, that is a Reserve Bank के जो secondary market है GSAC acquisition program, has been successful in addressing the market concern, anchoring yield expectations in the context of large borrowing program for the Government of India. Now this is an infograph. This is not that important news, but to just help you understand the repurchase rate, reverse repo rate, real GDP और CPI, ये 4 टर्म्स हैं जो आपके लिए जानना काफ़ी ज़रूरी है. Many times some static question come from this topic. And if you want to read more, you can read this highlight, which is again important. Economic recovery is gaining. We have seen the passes through output prices, restriction of the demand, overall aggregated demand is imposing a bulk stack. और projections की बात करें financial year 2022 की, तो real GDP growth is retained at 9.5%. Now the other news, that is Air Quality Commission expect reduce stubble burning, something which is important for General Studies paper 3, conservation, environmental pollution degradation and EIA. So the Commission for Air Quality Management, इन्होंने कहा है कि अब कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं हरियाणा, पंजाब और उत्तर प्रदेश के स्टेट्स में जहाँ की पैडी की कल्टीवेशंस के एरियाज को कम कर गया. तो पहले जिस एरिया पे कल्टीवेशन होती थी पैडी की, अब उसके एरिया को कम कर दिया गया है. एंड ये जो शिफ्ट है, ये जो डिसीजन है, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा रिडक्शंस करेगी स्टेबल बर्निंग इस साल पे, राइट. सो दिस इज व्हाट द न्यूज़ द कमीशन हैज़ फाउंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ एयर क्वालिटी एंड रिडक्शंस इन पैडी एरिया की बात करें. सो हरियाणा, पंजाब और कुछ जो 8 इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेट्स हैं इन द NCR और डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश हैज़ रिड्यूस इट टू 7.72% इन द करेंट ईयर. तो कंपेरेटिवली वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट लेस स्टबल बर्निंग दिस टाइम. ऑल्दो गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ इंसेंटिवाइज भी करने की बात कही है, सो वी एक्सपेक्ट दैट दिस वुड बी ऑन अ रिड्यूसिंग साइड. सिमिलरली टोटल पैडी स्ट्रॉ की बात करें, इन द नॉन बासमती राइस हैज़ ऑल्सो बीन रिड्यूस टू द 12.42. पहले जो नॉन बासमती राइस में काफ़ी हाई थी, अब उसकी रिडक्शन 12.42% तक हो गई है. सो दिस वुड हेल्प अगेन फॉर द लेस स्टबल बर्निंग. And the non-basmati rice variety whose stake remains a usual burn for the farmer ahead of the sowing of wheat. तो wheat को शो करने से पहले वो ये जितने भी पैडी के स्टॉक्स होते थे उनको वो बर्न करते थे, which create a lot of environmental problem and air pollutions. Now the commission said both center and the state government of Haryana, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh will take a measure to diversify the crop and reduce the use of पूसा 44 वैरायटी. जो पूसा की 44 वैरायटी ऑफ पैडीज हैं उनको यूज़ करेंगे. एंड द क्वांटिटी ऑफ स्ट्रॉ जनरेटेड बाय द रिस्पेक्टिव स्टेट was for 28.4 million ton in 2020 and now it is expected to down by 26.21 millions. और डिक्रीज की अगर बात करें नॉन बासमती वैरायटी में, दिस इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी इवन हायर. Now the other news, this is editorial infusing public health into Indian medical education, something which is important for General Studies paper 2, issues related to development and management of health. Now what are important issues under this editorial? तो मैंने इसको 4 important subheads में segregate किया. The first is establishment of community medicine, multidisciplinary science, कुछ Cuban examples and the way forward. और पूरे editorial की theme है the establishment of community medicine and its challenges. So we have seen that the COVID-19 menace was there in our country. और इसके जो 2 खास करके कोविड वेव थे, the first and second was the most devastating. Many people have lost their life. So COVID-19 has been an overreaching public health calamity and this has shown a picture that what is the real status of our healthcare infrastructure and basic amenities. तो COVID-19 ने entail किया facts that leave academia and manifest tangible policies, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे important measures की बात कही गई है, like consolidated public health care in our country and how the community health can be promoted. That is a real question. So establishment of community medicine, as you know, in some states like Delhi, we have community medicine like Aam Aadmi Clinic and many other states do have some clinics, but this was not being adequately done. तो 1950 में ग्लोबल कंसेंसस हुई थी, इवन द नेशनल कंसेंसस वर देयर कि इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव पब्लिक हेल्थ, राइट. जो पॉपुलेशंस है उसके लिए एक कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन की ज़रूरत है, कम्युनिटी बेस्ड सर्विसेज की ज़रूरत है और जितने भी अंडर ग्रेजुएट और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट लेवल की स्टडीज़ हैं उसमें इसको इनकॉर्पोरेट करने की ज़रूरत है. सो द मेडिकल लार्जर करिकुलम हैज़ रिमेन्ड वन और मोर लेस स्टेगनेंट सिंस पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस, बट इसमें बहुत हद तक जो पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट्स होनी चाहिए थी वो नहीं देखी गई and even in the medical curriculum this has not been included. Similarly, hardly an attempt has been made to make reform in the community medicine curriculum. ना मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी साइंस की अगर बात करें, कुछ एक्सपर्ट्स का मानना है, दे हैव एडवोकेटेड दैट द एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट इन द मेडिकल स्कूल इंस्पायर्ड फॉर द कोविड-19 पेंडेमिक। और कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन की बात करें, इट फेल्स टू एम्बास्क मल्टीपल फेसेट्स ऑफ मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी एजेंबेंट्स कंपेसिंग एंड द पब्लिक हेल्थ। So public health की बात करें, it's a multidisciplinary science. What we do emphasize on public health competency. ये खास करके जितनी भी चीज़ें की जाएंगी इस multidisciplinary science पे, वो community medicine या फिर community health की तरफ ही development करेंगे. So recent medical curriculum reform in India has laid stress on in calculating clinical जो एम्पैथी है, खास करके क्लिनिकल अर्ली एक्सपोजर में और ग्रेटर कम्युनिटी एक्सपोजर्स में ये काफ़ी ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. सो अ केस स्टडी इफ इट बीइंग आस्क्ड इन जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 4, आप यहाँ पे बता सकते हैं कि क्लिनिकल एम्पैथी की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस हो सकती है एक मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए. Now the Cuban example, countries such as Cuba had demonstrated how the medical curriculum has there in the public health strongly influenced the whole philosophy of healthcare provision in our country. बात करें कुछ ओवरलैपिंग की, तो नॉन सुटेबिलिटी है कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन को लेकर के इवन इन द पब्लिक हेल्थ विच वाज लिटरली बीइंग इग्नोर्ड इन इंडियन कंटेक्स्ट. तो हमें ज़रूरी है कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन पे काम करने की जो कि एक्सक्लूसिव हो, फंडामेंटल मेडिसिन स्पेशलिटी को प्रमोट करे, पब्लिक हेल्थ के जो कोर्सेज हैं उसको इंडियन मेडिकल साइंस के करिकुलम में लाए, एंड इट शुड हैव द स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड ऑल्सो. Now, some way forward, there is a need to upgrade community medicines to a community as well as public health, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level. And this will involve a ramping of community medicines, right? जहाँ पे incorporate की जाएगी, emphasis दी जाएगी public health के ऊपर, and at the same time जो experts हैं, खास करके public health से या फिर वैसे doctors जो इस पार्ट के स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, दे वुड बी ऑल्सो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर अ कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन विद पब्लिक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट, राइट? सो वी शुड हैव अ पब्लिक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट, वी शुड हैव अ करिकुलम which calls for the undergraduate and postgraduate student to study up, and apart from the internship which is there in the rural India, these things need to be promoted at adequate level, right? Now moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For the first question, the correct option is C. For the second question, the correct option is C. For the first, the correct option is A. For the second, it is C. Now, SANDUS, recently seen news, is among a GI-enabled system for sand dunes, social security system for differently abled, instant messaging app for GUI, a new fertilizer developed by the ICM. So if you know the correct answer, do let me know in the comment section down below. Second, with reference to SAT, you have to consider the statement. SAT is a statutory establishment under the provision of SEBI Act, and the presiding officer of SAT shall be appointed by the President of India. So if you are aware of the correct options, do write your answer in the comment section. If not, you can read it out, then you can let me know which among the following is the correct options. So this was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQs. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching.